Friends, I'm Maharukh Noble. I have put in my candidature for the current BPP elections, which are on 29th May. I am a trustee of the Sir Ratan Tata Institute and its parent body, the Sri Zartosti Mandal. The Sri Zartosti Mandal disperses education and medical help as also relief of poverty to our less privileged brethren. We also visit the villages in the interiors of Gujarat as and when funds permit to distribute necessities. Through the Mandal, I had adopted a village called Birdipada, which is very much into the interiors, much further to Vasda, much further. And about 15 years ago, the families that lived in Birdipada were not at all well off. They were so badly off, they had not even seen a car or a bus, forget even sitting in one. They had not even seen one, that badly off. They had no electricity. After coming back to Bombay, I spoke to friends and I found a donor who was willing to sponsor the expenses for the same. I personally went to the electricity board there in Gujarat, and we got them electricity. After years, they had electricity in their house which they had never seen again. When I went there next, I found that they had very poor light, and I said, why such poor light? And they said, madam, we cannot afford the bills, but we are very happy with the zero bulbs. At least we've got lights in our homes. The people there had land, but there was no water. The land was dry and it was of no use. Again, I found a couple from the US who was willing to sponsor the expense for the same. I got a borewell done there, which could supply water to 4 families, and again they could grow sugarcane, pulses, groundnuts for a living. These were 2 projects in Birdipada more than 15 years ago. I have been involved in community service for the last more than 20-25 years. I have worked with the colonies in South Bombay like Kharigat Colony, Captain Colony, CJ Colony and the Gamadia Colony. Most of the times tenants had faced problems like garbage which had collected over the years and nobody would care to remove them. Their complaints to the BMC would fall on deaf ears. Repairs of roads in very bad condition in the colonies, which we got done through the corporators fund, through the MLA's fund, etc. And at that time, B.A. Desai, who was a minister and who had done the who had also created the Priyadarshini Gardens in South Mumbai, was very active and he was very anxious to help our Parsi colonies in his area, the Malabar Hill area. So I have been very much in touch with the Parsis and their problems in South Mumbai. I formed a group called the Kar Seva Group about 2 years ago. The idea was to help the Agyaris and Atash Birams to maintain the premises. Most of the times we would be invited during the Salgreh, before the Salgreh, by the trustees to spruce up the place. We have a very dedicated group of youngsters, qualified individuals, doing very well in their own spheres in life, but very anxious to help in this project because we know we cannot take the services of non-Parsis in this project. And therefore, it is very essential and important that Parsis come up to offer their services for this. We have till date, we started with the Ranji Agyari, and till date we have done besides the Ranji, we have done the Hiji Sunai Agyari, the Ash Burner Agyari. The Ash Burner Agyari, we have also done the total painting and the whole painting, polishing, repairing work has been totally done by our volunteers. We have recently just done up the Nargol Agyari in a span of 3-4 days, but that was just sprucing up, cleaning up the Agyari and making it presentable for the Salgreh. We started with 120 morbids. Today we are giving 120 morbids a food hamper every month. I think we started sometime in June, July. So those who have started in June, May will be the last month. Those who have started in September, they'll get it till this August 22. The morbids were really very happy. We told the morbids, कि आपने क्या है तमुने अनाज नहीं बेचता. We are not giving you charity. This is something the community has appreciated you all, and it is a token of thanks from the community. The morbids very much appreciated it. Panchayat Colony Youth Association approached me with their project where they wanted to make a clinic and they were looking for funds. And I said I would be willing to go ahead with the whole amount if I could perpetuate the memory of my late sister-in-law, Dr. Nellie Noble, who was also a trustee of the Parsi Panchayat and was a medical person. They were very happy that I would sponsor the whole project, and we started the work, and about 2 months ago the same was inaugurated by none else than Dr. Maharukh, who after coming there immediately announced that he himself would like to come there once in a month, which he does, and sees 6 patients totally free of charge. Imagine getting Dr. Maharukh services without an appointment, of course with an appointment, but if you go to his clinic it will be 2-3 months, you want a waiting period. So we were lucky there also. We do have one Dr. Kansaria who comes there every day, who is also a very well-known name in the Dhobi Talab area with a roaring practice, comes there every day for 2 hours. We have our Dr. Sanobar Buhariwala, a very, very well-known physiotherapist who was attached to Jaslok Hospital and who gives her services on a daily basis. She is known to be a very caring and a very good doctor, and she has a lot of patients coming to Panchayat Colony every day. Very soon we will try to bring in patients, we'll try to bring in doctors from other faculties also by the month of June, July, and soon we should be having neuros, orthos, gynacs. So Parsis can come to the clinic to find a solution to their problems. Where the BPP is concerned, I definitely agree with my group here that litigation is a waste of money, time and money both. And I think we are also putting our Parsi brethren to a lot of, I would not want to use the word harassment, but it does turn out to harassment when a person has to go to courts, engage lawyers, and put in a lot of monies for all those services. I think it is better we sit at the table, sort out issues, and withdraw cases or bring them to a closure. It is not good on anyone's part. It is not beneficial to anybody except for the lawyers to get into litigation with our own people. I feel litigation as far as possible should be avoided. Where auction of flats is concerned, I am also a person who would like to definitely give flats for free. And if we compare the figures, we will find that the figures for auction flats are very low compared to flats given for free in the last 10-15 years. Auction flats unfortunately have to be auctioned since the coffers of the Parsi Panchayat are totally dry. It is only when we are able to stand on our own feet and bear with the expenses, which are to the tune of 25 crores per year, only then we can consider not to auction the flats. But till then, I suppose auctions have to continue, otherwise we will be in debt and we will not be able to function. Where will we get the monies, 25 crores per year? Where will we get it from? So therefore, auction is unfortunately something we will have to put up with till we find that we are on stable ground financially. I therefore would like to tell you, my voters, please do not look at manifestos and biodatas, how impressive they are. Any professional services can be purchased. But what cannot be purchased today is the Lagni for the community, the Parsi Panu, that cannot be purchased, and that is very important. A person should have Lagni for the community. You would want to help your own people. It is not, oh, I don't care, I am a trustee, this is not my job, I cannot help you further. That is not the thing. You have to go out of your way to help your people. That is what you are for. You are not, you are trustees. You have not put anything from your pocket in these trusts. You are only guardians. And I consider that if I am elected, I am nothing but a guardian who's been elected by the COM to look after them, to look after our properties, to look after our Dungarwadi. That is what we are here for, not to harass people by taking them to courts, not to harass people by bringing up issues which they are finding very difficult to maintain. So let us look at things where we help people. It is very important that you therefore vote for candidates who have these things in them. Another thing is very important is orthodoxy. We have to continue with Je Chaltu Ayush Te Chalva Deo. We cannot say we move with the times and we change with the times. It is not a pair of clothes or a set of clothes that we are talking about. Je Chaltu Ayush Te Chalva Deo. Only then we will have the blessings of our forefathers, of the heavens, and we will be able to continue well in life. Please, on the 29th, it makes sense to vote for the whole panel for the simple reason that our views and our beliefs match. It is not that we are going to do exactly what my other four friends will say. No, I have my own very strong views and beliefs in every matter, and I am not going to compromise on them. But because I find their views also match with mine, we will have differences, but on the whole, since they match, I will be able to work with them. And therefore, I request you, please vote for us as a group. So only then it is possible to work. Otherwise, we will just continue what we've been hearing, what is happening at the Panchayat now. Nothing but fights going on, and there is no work done. The community is the only person who does not benefit in the bargain. So let us do something that is good for the community. Let us vote for people who are like-minded and who will be able to work for the community. Thank you.